I'm live. Yay! How fun. So fun to be here. I'm so tired, you guys. Uh, I stayed up way past my bedtime last night, per usual. Well, the thing is, I had a gig, and the Bay Bridge was closed, so it took me 3.5 hours to get there because I had to go all the way around. Very dystopian. Um, and yeah, so I had a gig, and then I spent a really long time in the car. And then I got to the gig a half an hour after my band had started playing. This is Lumberyard, the covers band that I'm in. Immediately got on stage, sang for 45 minutes, and then we all went home. And then I got home, and it was late, and I decided I wanted to eat spaghetti like a child. Peanut butter spaghetti. It was so good. And then I was like, oh yeah, I've tea time tomorrow. Earl Grey, actually English breakfast. I should probably figure out what songs I'm going to sing. And I did. And I have a list right there. You can't read it though because I probably all misspelled. Anyway, yeah, so it was fun. I was up too late. I didn't make the best choices last night. Pasta at midnight, maybe not the best choice. But it was worth it. Yeah, worth it. Better audio on YouTube. Oh, was it bad audio on our backstage? That's because I have a fancy microphone. You're back. I'm so glad to see you all. Thank you for joining tea time. I have a delicious English breakfast tea with a cashew creamer that I made myself. Well, I didn't make the cashews. And I tell you, it's sweet, sweet nectar when you're grasping at threads of life. I decided to go with my Linda's t-shirt, sweatshirt today because I do feel a little rough around the edges, and they're an amazing punk band, so check them out. They're all like 13 years old. Yes. You like jasmine tea the best? Jasmine tea is good. Do you ever do the jasmine pearls? Those are so good. So happy Sunday, and my brain is a little scattered, as usual. But yeah, this Sunday I thought it might be kind of fun to dive into a few songs from Freaky Little Story, an album that I wrote quite some time ago. Oh, it's Happy Beta Breakers Day. Oh, that's right. I'm going to put a pin in Freaky Little Story and switch over to Beta Breakers. This is another reason traffic was so bad yesterday. Okay, so I was leaving for my show, checked traffic, said 37 minutes. But as I started driving, it was like, just kidding, 42 minutes, just kidding, 50 minutes, just kidding, 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I got to the Bay Bridge, and it was closed. They had just closed it because there was a fire on Treasure Island. And at that time, everybody was like, well, shoot, we got to get to the East Bay. So everybody was leaving. Everybody was taking an alternative route. The Giants game just let out, and Bay to Breakers was starting to get set up. So it took me 45 minutes of stop and go traffic just to go 6 miles in San Francisco, which is maybe 5 miles, could have been 4. It's essentially just as big as San Francisco is. It's tiny. But that's all right. It happens. Better than Bridge gone. Oh, yeah. Like back in the World Series October 17th, 1989, when the Bay Bridge collapsed during Giants versus Dodgers? No, I don't know. What other baseball teams are there? There are so many. I'm not going to make a guess. It was Las Vegas. It was Baltimore or Minneapolis. Somebody Google this. Does it matter? Do we care that much? Oh yeah, Key Bridge in Baltimore was 7 weeks ago. That's right. Ooh. Yeah, that was tragic. Hey Dave, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Nan, it's totally fine that you missed the green room. I was running off fumes. Oakland. Wait. Oh, that's right. Are you serious? It was Oakland A's versus the San Francisco Giants, aka Las Vegas A's. I don't know why that makes me so sad. Poor Oakland. That's crazy. Anyway, baseball, man. Oh, speaking of baseball, I promise I will get back to the freaky little story thing that I was talking about. Or not. I will be doing the national anthem on June 2nd. Coming right up. If anybody's going to that game. George! Also, another aside, another small tangent on this family tree of tangents is my friend George always... I don't know if you're cooking while listening to my record or if you just put it on the stories, but he always tags my music in the stories of this when he cooks with things out of your garden. Is that right? You just made a stew yesterday and tagged Carl Sagan. That stew looked so good. Green beans and potatoes and stuff. I am hungry. All I did was talk about food during the green room. So, yeah. Maybe I'll have more peanut butter spaghetti when I'm done with this. When you say it like that, it does sound gross. But I promise you it's good. Anyway, going back to Freaky Little Story. My brain is going to getting caught up. Don't stay up past your bedtime anymore, Megan. Freaky Little Story is an album I wrote back in the day. I was on tour with David Knopfler in, I think it was the UK run, which was one of the later runs that I did with him. And it was super, super fun. And then I had just come home. Nope, that was a different story. I'm mixing up my reality TV. That was the Pantene Pro V. Okay, so it was post Germany and that I had started to think people were following me, getting all paranoid in the mall. And it turns out later that they actually were, and this was right before What Not to Wear. And then, they do essentially, I was on the reality TV show What Not to Wear, as you probably know. My drummer at the time nominated me, and for some reason, I've been on TikTok. This sounds like it's going nowhere. For some reason, I've been on TikTok for a year, maybe longer. I don't know. Time means nothing anymore. And I've, put some music up there. Nothing happens. But for some reason, someone reposted a clip of What Not to Wear, and suddenly it blew up. And I know it didn't blow up as much as other people's things blow up, but it blew up for me. Like I had like 300 friends on TikTok, and I had the most, maybe 1,000 views on my songs, in my songs that I write or cover. And then for some reason, I just posted this video behind the scenes of What Not to Wear, It has like 800,000 views on it. Insane. Insane. It's fine. I'll take it. But any over 13 years, I would say the majority of the people who watched the review or the behind the scenes video that I did were probably female between 12 and 25. But so dope. And yeah, it's got like 800,000 views on it. Nothing to do with my music. Nobody cares. It's fine. It's totally fine. But how do you do this? Like every time I look, there's 34 more comments on it. And here to show you obviously there's some really dumb stuff on it, but now it has 804,000. But if you want to check it out, it gives you a little behind the scenes. That's what it looks like in the middle. And it just goes into detail, I guess. But I was hoping that maybe it would lead to some more listens to my music. I'm so old. I don't even know how to use TikTok, you guys. I don't even know how to use it. I had to get my friend Megan Farrell to show me. I was like, I don't understand how to do this. Anyway. But yeah, it did. I had a lot of people say, hey, yo, I bought your album or I listened to your song because of that. And I remember that. That's how I met a lot of wonderful people. That's how I met my neighbors in Counting Crows, because they watched it. It's a good show. What's up? It's Jasmine. She's in the house. Jasmine, by the way, was the one who told me that this was on TikTok. She was like, I don't know if you saw, but maybe you should react to this or do some comments. So, yeah. So it's Jasmine's fault. Thanks, Jasmine. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I gotta I don't know how to capitalize on it. Should I capitalize on it? Should I put some more music? I tried to put some more music and people are like, can you tell us more about whether they threw away the clothes for real? Yeah, but it was fun times. It was fun to be not famous. I went viral. That sounds bad. It sounds really bad. I went viral for a second. It was kind of stressful, honestly. Jasmine, how was the rest of the John Craigies shows? Good? You obviously missed a good one. Peanut butter spaghetti. Yes, Nan. It's one of my favorite, I'm so hungry and want food right now meals. So good. A little green onion on top of it. Some cilantro, lime juice. Chef's kiss. Anyway, they have vaccines for that. Yeah. Anyway, they're trying to ban TikTok. Don't do it. I mean, maybe some regulations need. I've been staying out of it. But it's important. The kids, the younger generation, I sound so old, use it to communicate and share ideas. And I think it's something that we need to preserve in some way. So let's figure it out. Speaking of figure it out, maybe I need to hire some kid to show me how to use it, because I still don't know. I don't know what the tags are. I'm so old. Anyway, maybe I should play a song. So going back to this what not to wear viral video, I'm going to put this in Oliver's basket. You won't mind. I'm going to sing you. Nope, that's in the way. I'm going to sing you a couple songs from that album. I need this. P.S. was at Rock by the Sea, and someone gave me this capo. This, for those nerds in the audience, is the original G7th capo. It's substantial. You could break a window with it. The release is opposite of the new ones. You press it the opposite way. I prefer this one. The new one is more slender, less weighty. However, I do feel like the new one, yes, I just like the substantial, hardy capo. What was I going to do? Oh, grab a pick. So that's my review of that. New one is great. I love G7. Old one, even sweeter. This song is old. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. Okay. It's so old that I had to get my lyrics up. I'm so tired. How's your excuse me, I have hiccups. How is your May going? Is it May? How did it happen? What are your end of spring plans? Are you going on vacation? Are you going to do a hike? Are you going to clean out your closet? Are you going to take a nice nap? Yeah, okay. Let's sing this song. If I were a mockingbird, I'd mock you in soft winds and silent words. I'd spot you like snow blushing in the sunlight, and I'd melt you like morning into twilight. If I were a mockingbird, would you chain me in view of the endless sky world? From the window wind reaches desperate through the cage bars to seize me, and I die in your arms but not your heart. If it please you, and fireflies, so do I fly high like twilight delight in blue sky. It's almost so much like dying. Mockingbird, I fly all around the top of the world. I'll never come down from here. If I were a mockingbird, I'd give it feathers and my very own blood and other treasures which you keep on your dresser at night in corner darkness by the candle at juniper light. Though it be moonless and the fireflies, so do I fly to hide and fight. I delight in blue skies, so much like top of the world. I'll never come down from here. Fireflies, so do I fly hide and fight. I delight in blue skies, so much like fireflies, so do I. Top of the world, never come down from here. Thanks, guys. I have one stray hair in front of my face. There it is. Stuck to my eyelash. Tickles! Yes, so that song is called Mockingbird, and that was featured in the What Not to Wear reality TV show. I think it was episode 2. Nope, season 2, episode 43. Could be wrong. Those could be meaningless numbers. Could be somebody else's wonderful episode. Anyway, the premise of the behind the scenes video that I said was essentially like a lot of people viewing that show in the context of today is you realize that it needs to be updated. If there was a 2024 reboot, it would need to be updated. It was, there was some shaming humor and things like that. The thing that I took away from it, however, was that the hosts and the show was actually really supportive. And maybe most of that was behind the scenes, but it was a lot of, hey, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to make fun of you. It's going to be a good time. We're going to take you shopping. I never felt unsafe. I never felt like they hated me, or I never felt actual shame about the way I dressed. They did it in a way that made me feel like, yeah, it was just all in good fun. That is just my experience, however, and it might just be my relationship to what fashion was at the time, and obviously it didn't really stick. But they made me look at clothes as something that could be an extension of you on the inside. So like, if you don't use clothes as a way to like fit in and like, we all do that, right? But if you can lean into, this is what I feel like I learned from the show. If you can lean into the fact, like, it doesn't matter what it is that you wear. If you feel great in it, or if you like it, even if you feel ridiculous, but it makes you happy, like that to me is what fashion is. Like, it's an art piece. You are an art piece. You're the canvas. But throw some pretty colors on there. So, I still have hair in my face. This is, chop it all off. Season 2, episode 41. Oh, wait. Episode 41. Interesting. I've been telling you, everybody, episode 43. Thanks for looking that up. So what does wearing tie-dye say? It says you like rainbow sherbet. It says you like a summer's day. Yeah, it says whatever you want it to say. It's however you feel. I went shopping with my sister. This was a while back. My sister and our friend Brienne, a while back, and I like to shop at thrift stores. I like to give. It's good from a budget, but we also have so many clothes that have already been made. We don't need to make new clothes. We already have it. It's already out there. So maybe socks and underwear. Get those fresh. But yeah, you're giving something a second life, which I love that. Obviously, I don't always do it because I buy a lot of band merch, which is also a style. But I found this ridiculous acid wash, early 90s Fresh Prince of Bel-Air puffer jacket. And it might be my favorite thing I've ever bought. And if I were to wear that on What Not to Wear back then, they would have been like, yeah, nah, what is this? But me now, in the context of what I've learned and this year, I know that it's the perfect jacket. It's because I feel great in it and I feel fun in it. Even if I look ridiculous, I don't care. So, why not? It's got like a green collar, like a Kelly green collar and a nice purple interior, and it's quilted. It gives everything. Yes. Oh, it might also mean you like the Grateful Dead wearing tie-dye. Yes. Oh, Jasmine can confirm the jacket is amazing. Jasmine's style is chef's kiss. I love Jasmine's style. Dress me, Jasmine. Make me look amazing. She's got good art style. Good style with everything. Jasmine always has these really cool jewelry. It's like big rings, like stuff you wouldn't want to take through TSA. Anyway, let's sing another song. What song shall we sing? I'm going to do another one from the Freaky Little Story album because I'm talking about what not to wear. I used to be super, super embarrassed that I was on that show, but I've come to kind of embrace it because it was fun. Like, it was fun to be on there, and it did a lot of good stuff for my music. Oh, Firkin, hello. Thanks for joining us. I have to sometimes pause to read these comments. Okay, so this is... I don't think they featured this song on What Not to Wear. For good reasons. For very, very good reasons. However, this is from my Freaky Little Story album. Nope. And I was inspired to write this. Excuse me, because I liked the song Take 5. They don't really go, but that's how inspiration works. It's a hot one, leaning on the wall, like a monkey practically swinging from the doorknob. I am waiting to feel brave, to save face, to step outside of all of these holes that you made. If I cry hard enough, fast enough, long enough, it will disappear. I hope she looks like you, but with innocence, with a smile, with a soul, with happiness. If I cry hard enough, if I laugh long enough, if I scream loud enough, it will disappear. Let me give a little life, just a little bit of life for love, just a little bit of life, oh, and breathe it up. I can cover the results of the war. Hat hides the eye that you kiss it, you piss when you call me. When you swallowed at the bottom of the glass around, you make me filthy angry, you make me afraid, make me sorry and not know what for. If I look hard enough, or long enough, that was high for the morning. It's not really, well, it still is morning, but hair keeps making me want to sneeze. Anyway, thank you for listening. That was called Give Life from my album Freaky Little Story, made in the year 1806. Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks, everybody. And there was also that Mission Impossible. Ba-da-doo, ba-da-doo, ba-da. It's got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And then, for those nerds in the audience, I go to 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess 6, 8, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. So there's that. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I've always been a music nerd, even if I don't know how to music. I got a text message from my sound engineer. Peeking on the vocal on that one. Yeah, I sort of screamed. It has been, yeah. I think that's the last loud one. So I might keep it where it is, but keep me posted. I was louder than I thought. It's definitely louder than soundcheck. This is a hint for you. All musicians who soundcheck, maybe not all, but lots of us will soundcheck a slightly quieter because we're not quite warmed up yet. And then when we do our show, it's always a little bit louder. We get excited. So this is why we need to pay sound engineers a good living wage, because they have to deal with us. You like my text alert sound? Thanks, Ray. It's the Star Trek whistle sound. It's also like probably a normal ship sound. Speaking of nerds, also my phone, when somebody calls me, it goes, Kirk to Enterprise, Enterprise, Kirk to Enterprise, Enterprise, come in, Enterprise, Kirk to Enterprise, Enterprise, come in. Yeah. Oh, Nan had an interesting question about Dirty Wings earlier. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it, yeah. Question about Freaky Little Story. I notice you still doing Dirty Wings often, wondering what is so special about that song for me. That is a great question. I think it has a few different things. Number one, it's fun to sing. It's a good warm-up song because it has, it's got a lot going on in it. But it's really fun to sing. And people who don't know me yet, they get sort of like here's a gentle offering of what I do. So it's a fun thing to add. But the beautiful Kif Bender, my dear, dear late friend, Kif Bender, covered that song. And I have started to incorporate little things that he did in his version of that song. And it's good to remember him through that. I'd cover his songs, but he made a sort of a screamo album, which is very good. It's dark and beautiful, and he was an extremely talented young guy. Sang in like 2 or 3 different languages in the album. But yeah, so it's also, that's another reason why it's special to me. But yeah, it's funny, like some of the songs I'll they mean different things to me at different times too. So like I'll relearn one of my songs that I wrote. You know, I'm like, I remember this song. Number one, a lot of times it is actually relearning. Like, what tuning did I do for this? What chord progression? Sometimes muscle memory just takes over and you're like, oh yeah, this is how I do it. But sometimes I'm like, I don't identify with this at all. I will never play this again. And then in 3 years, you might come back to it and be like, oh, yeah, this still feels, I still feel things from this song. Like maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's like I'm going through similar feelings and that's why I wrote it then. And I feel like it needs to be written now. Would I change things about some of these songs if I were to write them today? 100%. Yes. But that's part of the learning process. So, and sometimes I do make little tweaks just for fun. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the question, Nan. Beep up, up, up. Oliver, Cat Cam channel. Oliver has decided that he is sleeping in. He was also up late because he doesn't like to go to bed until I do. He's very nosy. He's like, really, you're going to eat peanut butter pasta at midnight? You have tea time tomorrow. Is that what we're going to do? Okay. Sometimes he'll just look at me and go, meow. Sort of a reminder that he's really runs the house. But he's decided he's going to sleep in. He asked me to keep it down. So that's why I did the loud song first. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Okay, we're going to put this down for a second. Perhaps we will do an acoustic tune on the... They're all acoustic songs. Perhaps we will do a song... Ooh, I got hungry. Got so hungry just now. I have to go to the store, though. It's one of those things. This is why I had peanut butter pasta last night. Oh, that's so good. Okay, we'll do a song on the ukulele. Which song? I just recently played. I did a guest sit-in, whatever they're called, appearance, at John Craigie's Lonely Beatles night in Hot Lake, Nevada. Excuse me. He's got like a whole West Coast tour of it. It's very fun. But he covered Rubber Soul beautifully. And he has like 5 or 6 guests every night doing our favorite Beatles songs. And so I'm going to do the song that I did there. Let's see if this is loud enough. Do I need to pull it over? Of course, even though I've played this song since I was a wee child, I forgot how it started because I was so nervous. Anyway, let's see if I can redeem myself. Why did I say that? I'm just gonna... Anyway. Wednesday morning at 5 o'clock as the day begins, silently closing her bedroom door, leaving a note that she hoped would say more. She goes downstairs to the kitchen, clutching her handkerchief, quietly turning the back door key. Stepping outside, she is free. She is leaving home. She's leaving home after living alone for so many years. Father snores as his wife gets into her dressing gown. standing alone at the top of the stairs, picks up the letter that's lying there, standing alone at the top of the stairs. She breaks down and cries to her husband, Daddy, our baby's gone. Ooh, why would she treat us so thoughtlessly? How could she do this to me? She is leaving home. She's leaving home after living alone for so many years. Friday morning at 9 o'clock, she's far away, waiting to keep the appointment she made, meeting a man from the motor trade. She is having fun. She's something inside that was always denied for so many years. She's leaving home. Bye bye. What is the chord? I don't remember the last chord. That's what it is. Wow. Well, first time I forgot how it started. This time I forgot how it ended. So, swear. Just in time. Anyway, thank you for listening. I do indeed love the Beatles, as you know. That is such a fun song. And I did, yes, who said it? Nan? No. Oh, it was Brian said, I do have a version I did a few years back with, I think my sister played cello on it. I forced her to do several recordings with me, which is always a delight. We did Rainbow Connection together. It was so fun. She's leaving home. I did, oh wait, maybe she didn't do cello, because I did all string vocals. I replaced all of the vocals, all of the string parts with vocal parts. I learned the string sections and just oohed and awed them. It was fun. Check it out on YouTube after this. It's okay that I don't know the chords. Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Cue the cellos. Yeah. Oh, it's so delicious. Do you guys have anything special that you're drinking for your tea time? I've been in Earl Grey kick a lot, but I like to change it up, and so I've switched to English breakfast for this month, and no regrets. It's quite delicious. It's a very stout English breakfast as well. Quite a lovely round flavor. Lots of low mids. Oh yes, smooth upper mids with that the cashew milk creamer. Some tannins, the high end. Yes. Anyway, I can tell I'm feeling funky. Oh. Red Zinger for spicier brew. Ooh. What's Red Zinger? Is it like raspberry zinger? Like Celestial Seasonings. Remember those? They had like the little teddy bears on the front, or some magical landscape. And then it came in the little wax. Still have those. Probably have some in my hibiscus. Ooh, yes. Hibiscus. I love a good hibiscus. You make one of my favorite, very simple iced teas is non-caffeine, no caffeine, is you make hibiscus tea, and then you add ice, and then you put a fresh, big sprig of mint in it. Chef's kiss. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it is so good. All right, share your favorite drinks and go. There's a delay, so it's always fun. Okay, let's play another song. I don't know. I talk so much. Okay, so I'm going to play a song that actually we do in the cover band. Because why not? There will be some scrolling involved because I did have to get the words up on the computer. The chords. I don't usually play... Oh, sorry, guitar. I don't usually play... I just usually sing on this one in our cover band. We have 7 pieces, and we have some tracks, so it's really fun. So this will sound not quite like the original, but this is a Taylor Swift song. And the more I've dived into Taylor Swift's discography, the more I like it. I see the hype. I understand why. I mean, I want to resist it because it's popular. I'm like, no, I don't like it. It's not cool because it's popular. But it's kind of cool. She's a great writer and a great singer, and she's got a good team. She seems like a decent person. She pays her employees really well. That stuff's legit. Anyway, I like this song for several reasons, and I told my friend Jerry yesterday. I like this song because the chorus is, "It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees." And he said, I said, I like it because it says tea time. And he goes, yeah, but I like it because it says that you're the problem. That's rude. Anyway, here goes. I have to remember how it goes with trying to hear the track in my mind. We'll just go for it, and I'll change it if it needs to. I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. When my depression works the graveyard shift, all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room. I should not be left to my own devices that come with prices, and vices end up in crisis. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming. It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Scrolling. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill. Too big to hang out, slowly lurching towards your favorite city. Pierced through the heart, but never killed. Did you hear my covert narcissism, my disguise as altruism like some kind of congressman. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning. For the last time, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. Scrolling. I have this dream, my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers round and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. Hi. Everybody agrees, everybody agrees. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. The lyrics in that song are so good. Come on. Just so good. I think that it's there's, like, I do hear, as someone who's like new to and doesn't hear all of the nuances in her music yet, like, we can do it to everybody. Like, people who don't know my music probably hear it and go, okay, I see the trend. I could do a fake Megan Slankard song because I have like specific colors I paint with when I write, or specific chords I use, or specific phrasing. And the more you know, the more you dive into an artist, the more you see like how many different nuances there are. And I, like, as I'm learning, I'm seeing the nuances, but I still am new to the music, so I'm seeing like more general picture. And she has this really playful, like, very specific yet not specific words, but not specific meanings, which I really like. I think it's very cool. As a writer, it's fun to like sort of pull it apart and put it back together. The one that we always talk about as the band is, she goes, sometimes I feel like everybody's a sexy baby and I'm a monster on the hill, too big to hang out, slowly lurching towards your favorite city, pierced through the heart but never killed. I love that. Like, to me, that feels like I am like the outsider, right? But we also not secretly, we definitely do it all the time. We call everybody sexy babies. We're like, hey, sexy baby, listen here. You're playing the chords wrong. That's very fun. Also, I have this dream my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. So good. The family gathers around and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. So good. And what a cool thing to be like, yeah, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. Anyway, that's fun. Yeah. Good song by T Swift. That's what that sounds like. All right. Do I have time for more songs? Excuse me. I talked so much, you guys. So much talking. Yeah, perhaps I will do one more song for you. But thank you for joining me for tea time. I love you so much. I really do. And I'm so glad that you're here. This is so fun to spend, spend time hanging out with my buddies from across the way over the internet. Would you think about recovering Into the Mystic again in place with a beautiful view? Ooh, I might be approaching this emotionally because I first got to know you. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Firkin. Yeah, it might be kind of fun to sing that song again in another place with a beautiful view. Yeah, there's so many really pretty places in San Francisco to do it. But if you have my lyrics failed me for a second. Time to get some calories in this body. But if you have suggestions on good places around San Francisco, you might know San Francisco, but all of you guys from across the country or the world might have other suggestions. You might not be as intimately familiar with San Francisco as someone who lives smack dab in the middle of it. That said, there are still so many places in San Francisco I am trying to, that I keep discovering. I just saw out of the corner of my eye Jasmine's Jerry ellipsis. Alcatraz. That would be fun. Maybe I should do Jailhouse Rock there or something instead. Or any one of my murder ballads. It is very pretty though. Yes, anyway, I am about to, after this tea time, after lunch, I'm going to get to recording my Patreon song for this month. Very excited about that. If you're not a patron yet, if you want to join the song club, you can do it by going to patreon.com/Megan Slankard. That's patreon.com/me. But you can also join for free. And with free, the free patronage is, you get other fun things. So don't not sign up, if that makes sense. I'm starting early. Am I starting early? Feels like I should be starting. What's today? Today is the 20th. I am starting early. That's right. I'm starting early because any time that I get to start early, then I don't freak out at the end of the month. But if you guys have any suggestions on what I should write about this month or should try to incorporate into the song, let me know. All suggestions are taken seriously, even though a lot of time I can't control the muses. But yeah, let me know what instrumentation you want to hear. What sort of vibe you want it to be. Like, do you want it to be James Bond? Do you want it to be Automaton? That thing is so cute. Anyway. Debates. Scared. Oh, you sexy baby. Today is the 19th. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Anyway, yes, it's the 19th. Yeah, and if you're at the Giants game on June 2nd, I'll see you there. Come early. But yeah, I'm going to sing a Patreon song. This is a song that I wrote and recorded and released on Patreon. Patreon.com. It's neat. Yeah, and I'm going to sing this for you. Though I honestly have not played this ever or even practiced this. So this could be quite an interesting ending note, but we're going to go for it because Why not? It should be fun. Where is this? Okay, I have my chords. Anything else I was gonna say? Yeah. Can't remember. My brain is broken. Love you. Love you very much. This is I write songs whilst looking out into the garden. This big picture window here in this general area. And I often find my mind wandering into the garden, especially when I am having difficulties. Like there's a catch in the song. I'm like, I can't get past this hurdle. It doesn't matter how much tea I've drunken. Like sometimes your mind won't move past it, and you're like, often when I'm writing songs, this might be the same for you, I forgot to turn off my sound. I hear myself talking to myself. Often when I'm writing, I start out with this like sort of flush of information, like, oh, it's all coming at once. Let's write it all down. Here's lyrics, here's melody, and then sometimes it just sort of trickles out. And you're like, all right, well, that's the end of that inspiration. And sometimes when you like it enough, you fight for it. You sit down and you're like, all right, no, the muses were talking to me for a second. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to figure this out. And sometimes it goes exactly the way you want it to. And sometimes it takes a left turn and you're like, where am I now? I am this part of the woods I am not familiar with. And it gets scary and you're like, I'm not going to finish writing this song because I'm going to miss my deadline. So you pivot and then you start something else. So with last month's song, it's called Center of Attention. I was working on another song. In fact, I can tell you what it's called. I was working on a completely different song that I was actually quite excited about. I was like, this song is dope. I'm having no problems with this song. This song is leading me down exactly. Oh, that's funny. Its working title is The Reasons You Hate Me. But the song was giving me no problems whatsoever. And I'm working on it. I'm feeling super confident. I'm like, this is super cool. And then it doesn't matter. Sometimes you'll put one chord in there or sing one vocal a specific way, and then it breaks the magic. Shatters the illusion. You're like, oh, actually, no, this does not work anymore. And then you'll delete the thing that you just did, and you're like, yeah, but that's all I hear now. And so you kind of have to start afresh. So you put that song down. And I think I was probably eating peanut butter pasta. And I was sitting at the corner of my chair, like trying to get Oliver in his little basket to like pay attention to me. I'm bored, like poking at my cat. Meow, meow, meow. Love you, Oliver. And I look out into the garden and I just start seeing this fat little robin, like living her best life, hanging out. And she's like eating bugs and preening herself. And there's this other robin trying to get her attention. And so I wrote this song very quickly because it's a very short song and the muses were kind. And it was a completely different break from what I had been doing before. And I do want to say that, what is that noise? It's not this. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it my equipment failing? Anyway, I want to mention that there's a word in here. The chorus goes, oh no, here I go again, with the pomp and circumstance, always hoping that you'll turn to see, always hoping that you'll notice me, standing up on top a chair, waving my hands in the air. I'm flailing like a sky dancer with deflated delusions of grandeur. Sky dancer, I didn't know, but I was trying to figure out what they were called, is one of those tube men that you find at the car dealerships that are all like this. So it was a perfect thing because this Robin was going to town doing his doing his best, trying to get her attention. So let's see if I can do this. I want to be the center of attention in the middle of your room. When you look around, even if there is a crowd, I want you to look out and feel your heart move. I take you by the hand and find you some adventures away from all the pressures of modern day toil. Can do it really cheap on good and rice and beans. Find some place serene where we can hold up for a while. But I'm sitting here wondering what it is I'm gonna do when I can't find the words. What is it? Sitting here wondering what it is I'm gonna do when I can't find the words. There it is. And I can't find the words I need to talk to you. Oh no, here I go again with the pomp and circumstance. Always hoping that you'll turn to see. Always hoping that you'll notice me. Standing up on top of a chair, waving my hands in the air, flailing like a sky dancer, deflated delusions of grandeur. I wanna be the center of attention in the middle of your day. And when you go to work, you're thinking of me first, like your heart might burst if you don't call me right away. We can plant a garden with vines on all the fences, or we can have our friends is over for a game. You could write a book, I'll learn how to cook, and you can get the hose when I set fire to the place. I'm sitting here wondering what it is I'm gonna say when all I ever do is get in my own way. Oh no, here I go again with the pomp and circumstance. Was hoping that you'll turn to see. Always hoping that you'll notice me. Standing up on top of a chair, waving my hands in the air, flailing like a sky dancer with delusions of grandeur. I wanna be the center of attention in the middle of your heart. Make you feel at home, like you're never alone, like you're safe in love even when we are apart. But I'm sitting here wondering what it is I'm gonna do when I can't have the words I need to talk to you. Sitting here wondering what it is I'm gonna say when all I ever do is get in my own way. Oh no, here I go again with the pomp and circumstance, hoping that you'll take to see, hoping that you'll notice me, shouting from my top of a chair, waving my hands in the air, flailing like a sky dancer with deflated illusions of grandeur. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Sky Pilot, that's another word for them. But Sky Dancer, I just, every time that lyric comes around, I just picture, I think I want to start a trend where, like, you know how people do those super cool, like, TikTok dances or whatever, like a dance trend? I want the dance trend just to be people doing the Sky Dancer, like, I'm selling a car, hey, look at over here. Every time I sing that song. Anyway, I love you lots. Thank you so much for joining me for tea time. Here's to you. Cheers. Delicious. And great to see all of you sexy babies. thank you for joining and for being a patron. And yeah, I'll see you guys next month for Tea Time number 51. Take care of yourselves and somebody else if you have time. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.